Hey, so thanks for following along with this running warm-up, and this is something that I would suggest you do before every run just to help mobilise the full body. So I'm going to do the exercise and talk you through as we do them. So the first one I always start with is some hamstring and glute openers. So you're simply sticking your bum back and stretching through. Now hamstrings are often very tight from running, so you can keep your knee nice and soft. Doesn't have to be a straight leg. Bring that foot up so you get a bit of a stretch through the back of your calf. And nice and just relax with your shoulders. And I would aim for 10 on each side as a guide, but again, go on feel and don't have to over count it, but really starting to get that posterior chain, which is so important for our running, opening up so we're not dominant on our quads and our knees when we're running. And then once we've done that, from there we are going to start with waking up our glutes. So you're simply going to stand, feet pressing down to the floor, think big toe, little toe, heel, nice and grounded. And then simply place your hands on your glutes, wake them up, and then squeeze them. See if you can squeeze both glutes. Often one is slightly more powerful than the other, but we're going to hot squeeze and hold your glutes 3 seconds and then just relax them. So we're just firing up those muscles, just saying, hey, we're about to go running, please work for me, stabilize my body. Now we're working and waking up our glutes, we're about to go running, please work for me, stabilize my body. Now we're working and waking up our glutes, it stops us working our hip flexors too much. So again, do aim for 10 of these. You're just firing up your glutes, holding a contraction and relaxing. Okay, when you've done 10 of those, just give it a bit of a shake out, do some hip circles, just relax for a second before we go into the next one. The next one's going to be some standing balance exercises, again to start to wake up everything from our foot to our hip flexors to our glutes. So from the front, you're going to place your foot down, drive your knee up. Quite simple. See if you can balance. Bring your knee up. And when you're up, I'd like you to think slight tuck with that tailbone. So then you should feel this glute working to stabilize all your hip. Bring that knee down, opposite leg. You might feel weaker in one side or a bit more uncertain on the ground. Squeeze the glute, back down. So a marching drill, keep it moving, squeeze. You see I'm really waking everything up. So you balance, bit of balance exercise, have your trainers on to do these. Really drive, wake it up. Ask it to work, ask it to stabilise your whole. So you should try, if this is becoming a bit of a challenge for you with balance, hold on something, doesn't have to stabilise your whole. So you should try, if this is becoming a bit of a challenge for you with balance, hold on something, doesn't have to be too challenging, hold on both things. And literally do it like that if that's easier. Make this work for you. The key thing is thinking about that tuck of the tailbone at the top and the glute squeeze. Okay, just give a bit of shake out after doing that. And we are going to then progress that into some standing calf raises just to wake up our feet. So you're going to be driving up and down and then back into your heels. So rolling up onto your feet, back and down onto your heels. So from the side, you'd be going up, down, up, down. Again, just waking up feet. Now often feet can become very tight from running, which in turn restricts our knee movement and our hip movement. So getting those feet nice and warmed up, so just, anything that kind of rolls through your feet, gets them nice and warmed up. You can hold them to the floor, just mobilise your feet a bit. Challenge them in different directions, to the side like this, and then this way like a bit of a duck. You can see I'm just basically moving every joint, asking it to wake up and feel good before going out for our run. Okay, so the final sort of mobility series is opening up our hips and our groin. So careful with this one. The idea is if you find that just doing that is enough, that's where you are today. But you're just opening up your hip capsule in a slightly different way. Progressing it up to bringing your foot up while staying upright. Now, see, on this side it's a little bit tighter for me today, so I can do it with my right foot, but my left one just goes to there. Just marching, bringing that out, opening up that hip in a slightly different way. Really important for us females with our different pelvis to men. This will help stop having knee problems by sort of making sure we are mobile through every part of our hips. Then from there, gets a little bit complicated. I'll go from behind. You're going to turn and see if you can look at your foot. So you're balancing again. Great for our joints as we age, which is important to balance. Look over your shoulder and see if you can see that foot. Again, you could hold on to something as you do this. You could hold on to a banister and just look over your foot like that. The thing you're doing without realising is you're working your core and your spine by looking over your body. And then just give your shoulders a nice big roll and you're ready to go for your run. There'll be a second series to this coming out and I'll send it to you in a couple of days, but that's your starting warm-up. Let me know if you've got any questions. Happy to have a conversation with you about this warm-up, and then will be the second part following later on. Thanks again and have a great weekend of running.